Hello and welcome back to Ultimate Marble Racing Season 3. We're here with race 13 at Shockwave, which is created by Mr. Pants. See Boer and Pesky Bird are having a little conversation? Some kind of conversation going on. So the current standings, we have Marnie in first after a strong last race on Total Extermination. Absolute chaos. If you didn't watch that one, definitely check it out. It was yeah, total chaos as to be expected. And so Marnie is now up in first with 247. Jimmy is in second with 245. Azert is in third with 238. Superboss is in fourth with 236. Pesky Bird in fifth with 226. Iceman in sixth with 225. Cheese in seventh with 203. And Boer and Demon are tied at 198. The only two currently sub 200, but that is going to change today. Let's see if either of those can pick up some big points here at Shockwave. So, of course, another reminder of what people are playing for. We have a cash prize pool in this one. First place gets £25, second place gets £15, and third place gets 10. So, let's go over to the track. Now, as with previous ones, again, I am still dealing with this sore throat. Bit stuffy as well. Hay fever's absolutely kicking my butt at the moment. Just some things got to deal with as we're going into summertime, fun times. Absolutely love it. So if I'm a bit stiffly or coffee or whatever, or you hear me drinking or hydrating, then yeah, that's why. And that's how it's been for a few streams and looking like it's going to be for a few more streams. But the things we have to deal with for the nice warm weather. So here we are. See the chats going up a bit. I'll have a quick catch up on that before we look around the track and see if there's anything to spot. And there's a hydrate. The original time would have been too late. This is the original time. Because unless you're thinking to last week's, which was delayed, this is the actual correct time. So there shouldn't be any that are actually too late, unless I have to delay any. This track looks like it was vomited up. Very interesting colours, and a lot going on. The Discord says 9. Does it? Oh, it does. Yeah, it would usually start at 9. I pushed it back. Yeah, today I was able to start at 8. I almost started at 7. So yeah, we are actually early. You're right, Boer. I'm wrong there. We are actually early. I did end up pushing that time back. And then today nearly started at 7, which I was a little bit rushed for. And then remembered I don't have to worry about that because it doesn't start till 8. And forgot that I then pushed them back to 9 because it gave me more time. Usually I have stuff going on today, which is why it went back to 9. But today I didn't for a change. So then I started at 8. So yeah. Early one. Yes. We are here early. Hopefully that makes sense. Yeah, at least that worked out for you, so that is good. So we've got an interesting start straight. A lot of stuff that can go on early doors on this track. People already saying who they hope to win, whether that's jinxing or serious, who knows. Loads of different routes here, so I'm sure it's going to be fun trying to keep track of everyone going around here. And then into another messy straight with plenty of obstacles and routes to take. This track is filled with multiple routes. Got 2 different pipes here, a road route up, loads of shortcuts. Plenty of different routes to gain and lose time and positions. Absolutely chaotic. Then goes over a few ramps. Again, just obstacles everywhere. Absolutely everywhere. And then up the final pipe two routes here, one shorter than the other, down to the straight. We'll see if that makes any big differences later in the race. Superboss predicting someone will win. So Superboss predicting Pesky Bird. Pesky Bird trying to jinx Superboss by the looks of things. I'm the resident jinxer. I don't know about that. Maybe. There's no proof. Can't prove it. Right, let's get everyone in reverse order from the last race. So Demon starting at the front. Terrible race for Demon last time around. Interestingly enough, Demon doesn't make it to a lot of these. But the one that Demon made it to was the one they actually won, if I remember correctly. So maybe they should attend a few more. You have to go. Everyone have to go at them in the Discord and tell them that they need to start attending more. Clearly, it's beneficial for them. Go get their attention. And Marnie starting at the back, obviously being a winner of the last one, and basically the only one left running. Like I say, it was quite an interesting race, to say the least. But with all that said, we have 8 laps around here. Let's get the countdown started. And it's green and they're off. He proposed working together with Demon, but she wouldn't have it. No, I think Demon's a very solo worker. And the Jinx War, yeah. No teaming. Yeah, technically we have our team skins, but everyone's still racing for themselves. So currently Demon off with a good lead. And everyone else is still battling it out behind. Got Pesky Bird and Iceman fighting for that second place, going through the inside lane. Could be good if they both make it across. They do. So they can be chasing down Demon here. I think this might be a good route into the next section here. Where's it come out? So Demon's coming out there. Iceman and... well, Pesky Bird actually having difficulties, stuck in a bit of a loop here. Pesky Bird, do you want to make your way through? There we go. Quite a time loss there. Yeah, it definitely was the quicker route there, as Iceman has now gone up into first, passing Demon. But Demon's not far behind. We've had... I thought it was a shortcut then, but they've dropped on... oh no, Pesky Bird did hit a shortcut here. Jimmy's actually fallen down to the bit below. And looks like they might be stuck. We'll have to go check on them in a bit. But also they're not getting enough pace there to get moving again. But Pesky Bird actually managed to jump into the lead with a shortcut. I told you there's loads of different routes here to try and keep track of. We're going to see positions changing all the time. I don't think I keep track of it all. But Pesky Bird up into first. Demon in second. Iceman in third. Further back, we have Marnie in fourth, side by side with Boer battling out. Boer has the much better line through there, is going to move up to fourth. And then Azur in sixth, Superboss in seventh, Cheese in eighth. And Jimmy did get moving again, so it's not over for Jimmy. They did manage to recover. So back up to the front. Pesky Bird will be leading down the first straight. Iceman a bit slow coming round, meaning the top two can make a bit of a breakaway hit. Demon a bit slow through there is going to open up the gap for Pesky Bird. We see Jimmy in the background heading over those hills. Boer's going to be trying to close the gap on Iceman. And there is quite the battle going on at the back as well for the pipe. As Jimmy's actually quite close to Cheese now. Superboss and Cheese getting the shorter lane. Cheese with a bit of a bad bounce though. And Jimmy's going into the short way a bit slow, but did make it into the short way round. Pesky Bird getting slowed down by the spinner here, as Iceman gets a great run through there. Pesky Bird's going to close off the angle, but Iceman's just going to tuck on the inside and make the overtake anyway. Bit slow going into the next corner. And heading up the blue pipe. See, Demon's now joining them as well, taking the quicker route. Pesky Bird really having some difficulties with these pipes. Does make it through though eventually, but is going to be dropped to third because of it. Demon's going to get an inside line there as Iceman hits the spinner. Iceman with a bit more speed through this bit though, getting blocked out by the spinner with Demon. Makes pass on Demon, just squeezing past through the inside lanes. There's quite a battle going on here for the top two. Demon's going to come out on top for now. Iceman having a little bit more speed, I think. Both with a great run down the middle. Iceman with way more speed, but a rough bounce at the end. Wasn't great, but does have a better exit line, meaning they're going to get moving quicker than Demon onto the next straight. And Demon's going to be going around circles here as Iceman has had a great entry into the pipe. That's going to make loads of time going the slow route round the top, taking it easy. And Iceman heading on to lap 3. I think Pesky Bird probably has the better line here. Yeah, we'll get into the pipe before Demon. It's actually not good to be in the line where you're circling around that bowl. It wastes quite a lot of time. You kind of want to go in a bit more aggressive and hit the wall to bring yourself into the middle. Demon's going to get caught up by the spinners. Could be a chance for, I was going to say for Boer, but Marnie and Superboss are now joining in the action. Must have had a great line into that bowl to get past Boer. But here comes Boer as well. Dodging the spinner. As following, Superboss has taken the fastest lap. As they're having some difficulties with the bumpers up there. You can see Demon, Marnie and Pesky Bird all together here. Superboss joining the battle as well. Boer's got a little bit of time to make up to join in on this, but with them battling, that could give Boer the opportunity. Demon doesn't quite make it over the holes there, is going to have to drop to the wide route. It's going to cost some time. So Marnie's getting the quicker line through this section. We'll make some time on Iceman here. Close that gap a little bit. Pesky Bird once again having some difficulties with the pipe, but does make it through. Might even get the shortcut run along the light blue section. Big jump by Pesky Bird. Demon hits the spinner. And into a bumper as well. Meanwhile, Iceman is breaking away in first. Pesky Bird's got a good run all the way through the middle. Marnie getting slowed down quite a bit by some of those obstacles. Means Pesky Bird is going to move up in second. Demon's going to come through as well and take third. Marnie in fourth, very close behind. And we'll get the overtake as Demon gets picked up by one of the spinners. Let's look at these lines. Demon came in with a great line there. That is the approach you want. It looks a bit wonky, but works around. But Superboss with an even better line straight in there. That was pretty much perfection. And that has moved Superboss up from 5th to 2nd. In fact, even blocking off Demon just to add a bit more insult to injury there. And Demon getting picked up by a few of these spinners. It's going to slow them down. Pesky Bird's going to come through quite close behind, even hitting the booster. Superboss having trouble now on the inside, not getting quite enough speed off the boost pad for the route they've taken. And maybe getting stuck there. Demon's having some issues as well. It's come along to give Superboss a nudge, getting them going again, and Demon managing not to get stuck. But this does mean Marnie and Pesky Bird have got past them. And Cheese has managed to get past Boer. And Cheese has moved up to 7th, Boer in 8th, and Jimmy currently in 9th. Looks like Iceman's ran a bit slow through here. Pesky Bird's had a great line through the inside, which goes into the outside lane, but getting caught up in a spinner. Iceman's going to keep hold of first. Marnie with a great line, just narrowly squeezing through that spinner, will get past Pesky Bird. Pesky Bird's going to drop into the blue route, which is going to be quicker. Good play by Pesky Bird there to make sure they keep hold of second. And is now right on the tail of Iceman, looking to try and take first. So the battle begins up in first place. But Iceman's going to get the shortcut line, trying to keep hold of that first place. But hitting the bumpers here means Pesky Bird's going to come through and take first away. But then Iceman gets another shortcut. Pesky Bird with a shortcut of their own. Pesky Bird will have a better line through this section. Big jumps. Iceman's going for an inside route, which is a good line into this booster for the next section. So Iceman playing a bit more of a long game there to have the advantage going towards this pipe, but who will get the better line into this pipe? It looks like Pesky Bird is going to be going around in circles. Iceman might have the better angle here. I think Iceman does. Demon with an interesting route could be really good. Collision with Iceman actually helps Iceman out. And Iceman's in first, just in front of Pesky Bird. Marnie's just dropped in now. Demon's struggling to get that route. Superboss almost nailing it again first time. Superboss, with great work in this section, has really mastered getting into this pipe from the bowl. Gets past Demon, but Demon is through. And Superboss is joining the battle for first. But almost overtaking Iceman as well, but gets caught up in the spinner. Meanwhile, Boer has moved up to 6th. Azure now 7th, Cheese 8th, Jimmy still in 9th. Looks like Demon's running a bit slow, struggling to get through the obstacles. Pesky Bird's in trouble. Not got enough momentum to get up the hill, just not quite reaching the next booster. This is not good news for Pesky Bird. Boer's going to go around the inside. Not going to help them out. And is going to move up a position instead. Let's see if Cheese can do anything here. No, Cheese is going to come past. Pesky Bird still does not quite reach that boost. It's just out of reach. So close and yet so far. The last chance here is Jimmy, otherwise this could be a race over for Pesky Bird. Unless they can just about, I mean that was very close. Unless they can just about get the line. Jimmy's gone through. We'll have to revisit. And oh, there we go. Pesky Bird has got moving. Won't have to revisit. Waiting until everyone has gone past, but Pesky Bird has got on the move again. A massive time loss that could be very, very costly for Pesky Bird's race and place in the standings. Meanwhile, up at the front, oh, it's a issue for Demon, stuck on the inside wall. That is not a good place you want to get stuck. That's quite an interesting spot to get stuck. I'm not even sure how that's happened, but Demon's in trouble, and this could be race over for Demon. I'm not sure if they're going to get knocked free from this area. I think this might be F's in the chat for Demon. I think it might be. We'll see if any miracle happens, but I think that is it for Demon. So, up at the front. Yeah, Boer suddenly 4th. A few overtakes, and Pesky Bird and Demon both having difficulties. Puts Boer up to 4th Azur to 5th, Cheese to 6th, and Jimmy to 7th. Superboss currently leading and with the fastest lap, and quite the lead. 20-second gap. So Superboss with a massive lead right now. Marnie coming with an overtake on Iceman, timing that just right. Has gone from starting last here to 2nd place currently. And Boer coming through as well. Iceman is running slow through this section with the obstacles. Iceman does get the better line out of this section though. Boer is going to hit the booster. Can they get moving quicker? See who gets the better line down this straight. Marnie is still in sights. Boer's going to get picked up by the spinner. Gonna lose a bit of time on that. Oh, not quite enough to get up this hill. Azur's going to come through. Oh, Boer's in a bit of trouble here. So close to the booster, just got to hit that middle booster. There we go. Boer moving once again. It's going to drop down into the yellow section. They can make it all the way around this. This could be good for Boer, but not quite making it. This is going to be a big time loss for Boer. Moving down to 5th. Azur moving up to 4th. In fact, getting past Iceman as well is going to move up to 3rd. Although some trouble in the pipe. Iceman's going to retake that position. Marnie currently in 2nd. Trying to close the gap on Superboss, but Superboss is already heading on to lap 7. So Superboss looking quite dominant in this race right now. Marnie's managed to extend the lead away from Iceman. And Iceman has pulled away from Azur as well. Boer's actually managed to get past Azur with a shortcut, so that drop down happened in the different distance. So Boer's going to be chasing down Iceman, and Azur is very close behind Boer, not letting them out of their sight. But the entry there for Boer looks like it's going to be quite a wide spin, and this could use a lot of time. Azur looking like they may have the better line around here. It's close, but Azur does go in first. We can see Demon is still stationary. It is race over for Demon. That is confirmed. So let's go and see how far ahead Superboss is right now. A massive lead, and taking the best route through here as well, just to make sure they don't lose it. Quite the dominant run. Superboss being quite strong this season. Well, I'd say Superboss and Marnie being quite strong this season. It is Marnie's debut season as well. So Superboss heading down. No one's even entering this section yet. And Marnie's managed to get stuck in the spinner. The spinner's not even moving. It's just pinned Marnie against the wall. We are seeing some movement. They might just force their way through. Does have the inside lane going around here. Is that Iceman gone stationary as well? It's... Wait, Iceman's off the track. And I'm not even sure how. My guess... If they took the yellow lane, maybe they went across or somehow jumped up onto this edge and it's gone over, but Iceman is out of the race and is under the track. That is F's in the chat for Iceman right there. But that's the news that Marnie's going to want. And in fact, Azur's moved up into second while all this has been going on. We'll now be battling it out with Marnie for second place. And Superboss already on the final lap. Still with quite a big lead. So Marnie and Azur both going around the bowl looking to get into the pipe. We're calling to nerf Superboss. Just too strong so far this season. See Boer heading through now, currently in fourth. Azur is through the pipe first and will be in second place. But Marnie gets the better exit from the pipe and is going to take second back. But getting caught up in the spinner with a really bad bounce there. But Azur's hitting the bumper a few times. Boer's going round, losing a bit of time, taking a bit of a rough route round. Cheese actually with a great line there. Looks like they will get into the pipe before Boer does. They do. So Cheese is going to get past Boer. Boer coming through now. So Cheese up to fourth. Azur hunting down Marnie for that second place. And we can see Superboss. Superboss is already heading back down to the start-finish straight. An absolutely dominant performance right here. No one will slow this person down. No one can stop them. Coming into the final pipe for the last time. We will watch and see Superboss make their way up towards the finish line. And there we go, heading down the final straight. And it is a race win for Superboss. An incredible performance. Taking the win and currently the fastest lap. Second place, we'll see how far back second is right now. Marnie is back here. Gets a little shortcut route there. Cheese is in third as trying to hunt them down. We'll see if Boer can also try and catch up with either Azur or Cheese before the finish line. Still plenty of chances here. Superboss's prediction was wrong. Superboss's dominance could bore fans. Depends who you support. If you're a Superboss fan, I'm sure it's absolutely wonderful. And what did I say? Boer's just come through into third, but again with the wide angle, Boer not quite figuring out the best line around here. Azur showing how it's done. Is probably going to take that third away as they're already up the pipe. And are they getting the shortcut route? Marnie's already heading around. Azur a bit slow there. Marnie's going to come through and take second. Look at that, nearly a minute gap. We could have seen the DNF timer run out there. Boer's going to come through. Azur is going to secure third though. But Boer will finish in fourth. Managing to stay ahead of Cheese going into that pipe. Jimmy coming through the shortcut, not quite quick enough to get in front of Cheese. Cheese will finish fifth, Jimmy in sixth. Pesky Bird just about to make their way up now as well. Again, more trouble with these pipes. Pesky Bird's going to need some practice there. And we'll come through in seventh. And Iceman and Demon are both going to DNF. An unfortunate end to their races. But over to the winner cam. Superboss, a great race, a dominant performance. Late into the race and just miles ahead. a brilliant win and a brilliant race. Well done, Super Boss. And we will wait for the DNF 60 seconds to count down and the positions to be secured and the DNFs to be on the board. So just watch Super Boss doing their celebratory laps. And there we go. DNF for Iceman and Demon. And a nearly 59-second lead across the line for Super Boss. Incredible. So I'm going to put these results over on the leaderboard and I'll be back with the updated standings in just a minute. Alright, the results have been entered and let's head over to the updated standings following that race. So that was Superboss's third win, currently tied with Pesky Bird in terms of race wins, both with 3. But Marnie still leading with 272 points. Superboss now in second with 267. Azert and Jimmy are tied for third with 260. Pesky Bird in fifth with 240. Iceman in sixth with 238. Cheese in 7th with 220. Were in 8th with 217, not far behind. And Demon in 9th with 210. So everyone now over that 200 point milestone. And the gap's not big. There's still plenty in it. Some improvements there for Boer. Not a great race again for Demon. Losing out on some points once again. Bit of a rough season so far. Plus 200 gang. But a great race and some big points there for Super Boss this time around. Now the next race will be in 2 days' time. And it'll be at Office Madness. So we have that to look forward to. But that is going to do it for this stream. So as always, I hope you all enjoyed. Thanks for watching. I feel like I did that backwards. I did. It's not the usual order. That did not feel right. Thanks for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. And I will see you all in the next one.